This is a 2012 Toyota Land Cruiser. This is a 2012 Land Rover LR4. And this is a Suzuki DR 650. And this is our video of showing you guys our vehicles that we use to get around Zambia, Africa to do our job. And I promise this is the last this of this video. I won't make any more Doug DeMuro jokes, I promise. What's up everyone, it's Austin and Tate is behind the camera this time.
What's up everybody?
And you guys just saw our house tour video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But we just filmed the tour of our house and many of you guys were saying, hey, we want to see your vehicle setup and see what you guys use to get around Zambia and the other countries surrounding. We spend most of our time in 4x4 vehicles, getting into the most hard to get to, unreached places in the country and honestly on the continent, and these are the vehicles that we use to do it. I've been in Zambia now for 8 years and I started with no money and just getting around Zambia by public transportation, by bus, by hitchhiking. Around year 4 I finally saved up enough money to buy a small 200cc motorcycle, which is not even half the size, engine size of this one. Had that for a few years and then I upgraded to this motorcycle. This we had before we had any other vehicle. Actually, Tate and I would use this motorcycle to go get groceries. Tate would sit on the back with backpacks and we had a luggage carrier in the back. We'd buy all of our groceries, all of our pillows and stuff that we needed for our house and all of that on a motorcycle, can you imagine? But yeah, so this is a Suzuki DR 650. It's got a lot of modifications on it. We have a aftermarket fairing, of course a huge fuel tank. We can pretty much go about 1,000 kilometers just on this tank, which is just amazing. We got the luggage carrier on the back, but then also we have pannier racks for more luggage. I actually 2 years ago took this motorcycle and circumnavigated the whole country of Zambia, went through Congo. It was epic. I've lived on this bike for at least a little over a month. But amazing bike. One thing that's to note is that I have a RAM wireless charging phone mount on the bike, and then I also have a whole switch system for my headlights and extra power, tail lights, all that kind of stuff in here. That's all aftermarket. So that's super cool. If you have any questions on this bike, comment down below and I'd be happy to answer them. On to our next vehicle, we have a Land Rover LR4, or Discovery 4 like we call it over here. This was Tate and I's first vehicle when we first came from the United States to Zambia. It took us a few months to ship it over, but we got this vehicle in 2020, and this vehicle's special. It was from my dad. He sold it to us, gave us a great deal, and Tate and I actually went to prom in this exact vehicle, which is just absolutely nuts that we're driving the same vehicle that we went to prom in high school in the United States. We're now using that vehicle to drive all across Zambia and all across Southern Africa. It's pretty stock. We haven't done too much to it because it's a Land Rover. It really hasn't needed to do much. We did put a light bar on it. This is actually the second light bar. Our first one we fitted it in the US when before we shipped it over, and then it got stolen when we picked it up in Namibia. So this one, the second light bar, we outfitted in Namibia, which ended up being really great. If you come on to the other side, we did put new tires and rims on it. With an off-roading vehicle, you want to have small rims and large tires. So we had to find really the only pair of this only rim. It was in like California, shipped it to Michigan, put it on there, and then we put the BF Goodrich all-terrain tires on it, which have just been epic. I swear by those tires, we've never gotten stuck. We do have a shovel in case we do get stuck, but the only time that we've ever had to use a shovel is like if we're driving through the bush and we need to use the bathroom and we need to dig a hole to use the bathroom. Won't go into too much more detail there. We have the front runner roof rack on top. Love front runner. We have them on almost all of our vehicles that we use in our organization. We've got the Wolfpack mount system on top there, and then a jerry can system that we use to put an extra 40 liters of petrol on top there. I don't have them on top at the moment, but I'm sure in some of the B-roll that's being played there definitely is. Honestly, the vehicle, if you want to come inside, it's beautiful. There's nothing else that we could ask for with a vehicle like this. Super comfortable, Bluetooth and air conditioning, heated seats, which we use all the time here in the middle of Zambia, Africa. I'm just kidding. We've never used them before. It also has heated steering wheel and a heated windshield, which worked great in Michigan, but we don't need it over here. Yeah. Anyways, on to the next vehicle. There's a joke that says a Land Rover will take you into the bush, but if you want to get out of the bush, you take a Land Cruiser. So this is our Land Cruiser. We've had this now for about a year and absolutely love it. Our Land Rover was breaking down quite often, I must say. The engine light is going. That's not a good sign right after you just had the engine taken out of it. And would sometimes be in the shop for 2 weeks up to even a month. And so that would pretty much halt all operations for getting across Zambia to go meet with chiefs and different chaplains. So we thought, man, it would be epic if we could kind of use our Land Rover as a secondary vehicle and really use a Land Cruiser for all of the crazy hardcore trips that we do around Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia. So this is a 2012 Land Cruiser 200 series. I bought this from a friend up in Kalani Hill, which I'm showing you on the map right now is in the middle of nowhere. And he was moving back to the United States and he said, hey Austin, if you want it, you can have it. And so we got the money together, got it from him. He put, honestly, most of the upgrades onto it. We see that it's lifted, bull bar, light bar. We've got even hand radio to, if we're in convoy, we can actually like communicate to each other with radio, which is pretty amazing. Snorkel on the side of it. Inside, this is the 60th anniversary 200 series, or actually 60th anniversary Land Cruiser altogether. So a few extra stuff around the vehicle that talks about that. We put the Pioneer, I think it's like AVH 4400 NEX system. Basically all that means is we have Apple CarPlay with our vehicle, which is amazing for long trips. On all of my vehicles, I have a wireless charging phone mount. Amazing. For huge long road trips, it just keeps the phone charged. And amazing seat covers. Really not too much to say other than you've got aftermarket light switches here and all of that. Let's go around the back side. Now you might be like, what's this on the back? When we bought the vehicle, I didn't even know that it was coming with a trailer, but I was in the US and the guy who sold it to me, he was leaving leaving Zambia. He said, hey Austin, I left the vehicle at the airport. I gave the keys to a security guard. If you can find the security guard, he's got your keys. Also, it's coming with a trailer. So I was like, what? So quite a long story on that one. I won't get into the details of it. But anyways, the vehicle came with this trailer, which at first we were like, I don't think we're ever going to use this trailer. We use it all the time. Whether it's building the house or we've strapped motorbikes to the back of it and have transported motorbikes all around the country. It has been such a blessing. Another front runner roof rack like we have on the Land Rover. Again, another shovel, which we haven't used for getting us unstuck yet, but I've used it for other things. I put diesel and petrol on all of my fuel tanks just because in Zambia we don't pump our own gas. So to make sure that they put the right gas into our vehicle, I always have the stickers. Other than that, it is such an epic vehicle. We are so blessed to have this, and it has been such an incredible tool for our ministry. And yeah, those are our vehicles. We spend so much time in our vehicles traveling around Zambia, so having great vehicles is so important. We're just two Americans that decided to move to the middle of Zambia and try to live the best life possible. And so if you guys want to see other content on travel hacks or other things on how life is as Americans living in the middle of Zambia, comment them down below and we'll try to make videos on that. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave comments and I'll answer them personally. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.